Tonight we're going to start this LS4 teardown. Now, LS4 is for a front wheel drive vehicle. So this is a 5.3 all aluminum block, which would be nice if it was for rear wheel drive. I would keep it intact and try to drop it in my Trans Am and use it. But I thought about different things to do with this. I was toyed with the idea of putting it in a Fiero, LS swapping a Fiero and things, but I don't know if it'd be worth my time. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tear it down. I'm going to keep the heads. He's got 243 heads on them, which are pretty decent heads, because at some point or another I'm going to try to LS swap my Trans Am, 87 Pontiac Trans Am, probably put a 5.3 in it, and maybe probably try to put a 4L80 in it as well. Now, I don't have any of that, so it's just going to be a matter of time and money. But I could go to a pull and pedal, and I could pull the whole engine, transmission, wiring harness, everything for about $600. I figured $500-600. So that's what I'm going to do. But I'm going to keep these heads in these coil packs. These are some of the better coil packs. I think there's 3 different types of coil packs, and I don't know what I'm going to do with the rest yet. I've toyed with different ideas. Got all kinds of stuff. I had to drag this thing in here by hand because I couldn't get my cherry picker working at the time, and didn't have nothing with it. It was not fun. But so what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep these coils intact on the heads, and I'm just going to pull the heads with it. I'll save both the coils and the heads. I actually broke one of the coils, but I looked it up. I can replace this coil for about $25-30 or so. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get these brackets off. I left these brackets on to help lift the engine, but if I get rid of these brackets, and then I'm going to take the intake off, and I'm going to leave the throttle body. It's a drive-by wire throttle body, so I may try to sell it, and the fuel rails maybe. May try to sell the fuel rails and the intake, and maybe try to sell the oil pan. Now, I won't be able to get very far. I've already pulled the bolt for the harmonic balancer, but I can't get the harmonic balancer off. It takes a special kind of puller to get them off. I went through a couple 3-draw pullers, broke them all to hell and back. It did not want to, it wasn't going to come off. So what I'll do tonight is I'll go ahead and remove these fuel rails, remove these heads, remove these brackets, and remove this intake. Start with here and get these brackets off. Looks like about a 15. Yep, 15. Probably won't have much experience dealing with these, but it's something fun to do. And I got the engine. See, I got my DeWalt 1/2-inch impact. I got a 60-volt flex volt battery on it, and this thing, I mean, I really like them. I have found a weakness in them. I'm going to do a video on that as well, because I have one at work as well, and I was having problems with it shutting off on me, and I figured out why, and I'll share that with you on another video. Go ahead. I always pick up these magnetic plates at Harbor Freight when I go. They come in handy. Can't never have too many of them. That's for sure. This thing's been set for a while, so even though it's all aluminum, there are some metal parts on it that are rusted up. I'll probably take these parts will probably end up in the scrap yard. I'll save the bolts. Can't never have too many bolts. Okay, that feels like an aluminum. That's probably aluminum right there. All right, now let's bring you over here. Let me show you. There's a clip here on this throttle body. Now these here, all you got to do is there's a little lever here. I'll just pull it back, push it over. It's this lever right here. You just pull it back and push it over that little catch right there, and it'll pull straight off. It just clips right on. Now, like I said, I'm gonna leave this on. I really didn't even have to do that, but I'm gonna get it out of my way. Now there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 bolts that are 8mm holding the intake down, and holding the fuel rails. There's a nut here and a nut here, and this bolt from the intake will also release the fuel rails. I'll do that on both sides. I'll get the fuel rails off real quick. Sorry about the lighting. I know the lighting ain't too good in here yet. I was trying to hold off doing videos until I got everything together, but the speed everything's going, I needed something to do. So I decided to do this. Now, these nuts holding the fuel rails on are 10mm. This is also the DeWalt 3/8 impact. It's not the brushless kind, but it's been pretty good. Little impact for me. I used it on smaller things. The nut and stud comes out with it. It's good because now over here, holding this on, for the throttle body was the 10mm nut, but it's also holding the fuel rail. Now the the bolts for the intake are 8mm. I'll go ahead and loosen them all up real quick. Move that out of the way for your PCB, I believe it is. Oh, just broke that. Plastic Pull that off. That'll go in the garbage. I just broke that. Wasn't gonna do anything with it anyway. Now there goes the intake. Intake just popped right off. As you can see, right there. Now the fuel rails are clipped in. I don't think I'm gonna even take the fuel rails off. Matter of fact, I think I'll just leave this. I'll probably just try to sell this all as one piece. I'm not gonna be able to get much out of it if I can get anybody to even buy it. But now that that's gone, I'll go ahead and I'm gonna get these heads off. Now the heads, get you over here and get you a shot. I think I know how to work that by now, but I guess not. Now this valley cover here, we'll remove that too at some point. I don't know the size here, let me check. Probably a 13. Grab a 13 from over here. I don't have much room in here either. That's another bad thing. Yeah, 13. So we'll leave that there for when we remove that valley cover. But to get the heads off, it's looking like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll have to remove this too. Not even sure 100% what that is. Let's get the Braun work light here. We got, let's see if I can do this one hand here. See if that gives us some more light here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. So we got 5 and 5. I removed these outside bolts. I went ahead and removed this valley cover just to get it out of the way. It was just 13 millimeter. Removed all the bolts, it pulled straight up. Now, I was hoping to be able to leave these coil packs on, but I'm not going to be able to, because I need to take this valve cover off to get to the rest of the bolts. So they're on a bracket, so I can remove this bracket. It looks like it's 10 millimeter. Yeah. We got 1, 2, 3, and 4. There's actually 5, but I've already removed one when I removed the fuel rails. There's your whole bracket. Just lost a bolt out of it. Wherever it went. There it is. Not sure why that's not down. Well, set these coil packs off here to the side. Now these look like 8 millimeters. Millimeter. Let's see if I'm right. Yes, sir. Now the thing I like about these LS's too, all the gaskets and everything are O-ring type seals, which is nice. Way better than the gasket type seals that you've seen in the old small block Chevys. They can be reused. You pull the old gasket style up, you're replacing it. I could reuse that as long as it's good. Okay, it's looking like we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bolts straight down the center, 15 millimeter looks like, and it also looks like I'm going to need a socket or an extension. I apologize. 15s to get to them. Let's see if the DeWalt can do it. One. Yeah. Now I'm hoping I can do this without removing these rockers, but it's not looking good. No, I'm gonna have to remove these rockers. It's like 8mm as well. Now the thing also about these rockers is they'll come up on a rail, so you can just keep them all organized really easy. So let me get this 8 out. Well, it's gonna be 8 to be 8. Bam. They just pull up. You just set them off to the side just like that. Gotta love that. So with these LS motors, most people love them anyway. There's some people that don't like them. I like them. Bam. The old cordless DeWalt did it. Anybody that took heads off know the head bolts are tight. Now let's pull this up. Bam. There it comes. Now we got her. Now we got her. And love these aluminum heads too. They are light. You pull up a cast iron head, you can feel it on you. This here, I could carry this with one hand with ease. Really easy. Take a look at it. Now I'm gonna go ahead and lay the rockers and everything back on, just hand tighten them down. Like I said, I'm saving these. These are mine. There's two. They also come up in a little tray. It eliminates almost your need for any valve train organizers or anything. Now these push rods, I don't care about them. They'll probably go, I might save them. I don't know what I'll do with them yet. I'm gonna set them over to the side. Get this gasket off there. The dowel pin popped up with the gasket. That's a first for me. I'll tap that back in. These metal style gaskets, they'll go in the scrap bin too. Get my hammer back. Try to tap this dowel pin back down in there. Never seen that one before. Now it's looking like 8mm for these lifters right here. Two of them. And you'll see that they'll pull up. Oop, not 810. Like I said, I'm guessing on all this. I'm just looking and guessing. I've never tore one of these down. And I'll figure it out. I love working on machines. It's what I do for a living. This stuff here, I love it. Now these will pull straight up. Just like that, my lifters are down in there. These lifters are stuck. Well then, that lifter even looks broke. Huh. Now, let me see here. Maybe I'm missing something. No. They're just stuck down in there. Did they break through? I don't know if I got a magnet strong enough to try to pull these up or not. I don't even know where my magnet is, to be honest with you. But anyway, they ain't supposed to pull straight up. These pulled in just like that. But these ones are pushed down. Going this way probably. Yeah, there we go. Put them back. These ones are down in the, probably down on the cam some. But this one here is definitely stuck because I can reach and grab it and it's not pulling. I may be able to, let me try to get a pair of pliers on her. Pull it up. Get a hold of it. Yeah, bam. The other ones are down in there though. And wrong one, it's this one. The other ones are down in there. And I don't think I can get nothing down in there to get them. So maybe keep these where they go. They're actually numbered, I think. Or am I crazy? I might be crazy. Thought I just seen the number on them. There are some numbers, but I thought they was numbered. Anyway. Oh, got that one. They should pull up. Ooh, might slide down through here. Hell, I don't know. No, there ain't no way. Oh, these don't go fit in there. I see now. Now that I look at it, these are two different. I did not even realize this, but these here have little springs on them, as you've seen by the one. If I can pull it back out, got a little spring on them, and they slide up in there. And they'll fit. Now this one here, the holes are smaller. So I'll pull them out and just set them in there because they don't fit up in the tray. I thought they did. I was wrong on that. I apologize. Now this one here comes from here. I'll set it in there. See if I can get this one. Yeah, this one's sliding up easy too. If I can get any fingers on it. Oh yeah. Come on. Bam. Got that out. And that's it on removing the heads and the intake. I'll remove the other head. And then we'll start removing. See, it's got some dirt and stuff from setting. But we'll start removing this bottom end. I have to get the puller, like I said, to remove this harmonic balancer. But we'll make this part one here, and I'll try to speed this video up. I know it was probably a lot of taping, but that's it. It's off. Intake's off, valley cover's off, fuel rails are off, cool pack's off, head's off. We'll remove the oil pan next time. Harmonic balancer, we'll get the crankshaft out of there. Then we'll remove the timing cover, get the camshaft. I'll remove this other head off camera. There's no sense in repeating what we just saw right there, I don't think. I know I enjoy watching stuff, but there's no sense in repeating it. Alright, till next time, hope y'all enjoyed it.